What is up, Retro Maniacs? My name is Mike. His name's Joe. His name's EP. We're here to talk about cards. A couple weeks ago, that guy down there gave you some hot takes. So, in the order of fairness, we thought we would give that guy a little bit of time to give us his hot takes. He was crying about it. He was really mad that EP got to do it and not him. But anyway, to pacify him, here we are. Joe, take it away.
Boy, I can't wait till you do yours. I'm like, Mike was super mad that EP and I both got to do our.
You don't get to talk at the beginning. That
won't work. All right, my hot takes. Okay, this one is super spicy, and I have said that I think this could get EP to leave the group. It's that spicy. Okay. So we know Fanatics is taking over the hobby in a couple of years. They're going to have, they already have baseball. They're going to have basketball. They're going to have football. The current Topps offerings in terms of sets are really boring. I don't find anything interesting. The only thing I think is kind of interesting is Topps Chrome. And that's because of the nostalgia. I watch rips of basketball cards, so it's not a sports thing. I will watch rips of anything. There is nothing that I've seen from Topps that they've been making that I have any interest in. So unless they're going to bring some new stuff out, unless they're going to buy some good stuff from Panini, I'm kind of nonplussed by everything that Topps has to offer.
I'll let EP go first.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't surprise me that you say that because they don't have football players on them. And I think that's what I think. If
I watch basketball rips. I watch basketball rips all the time.
Basketball is not Topps though. So I feel like I feel like if there were football players on like Topps, I can't even think of any of the higher end stuff. The stuff that looks like the National Treasures stuff. Like I feel like if they had football players on it, you'd be a little more interested. But right now, you see athletes on there that you don't care about. So I think that's part of the reason why. And
I'm not saying to watch Panini rips that don't have football players on them. Doesn't that tell you more about the product itself than it does about the sport?
No, I think it's because you like Panini. You're just love Panini. So
Panini fanboy.
Panini fanboy. I mean, just look behind him right there.
It's true. Okay, let me ask you, Joe. So you're watching a basketball rip. Like, what Panini product do you like watching as a basketball? Like, what is the antithesis of your statement here for Topps?
Yeah, tell Topps what to print.
Well, like, I want to see like a National Treasures level product. I like you say Topps has one. I don't know what that is. So maybe
they like Topps Dynasty. Like so, there's a couple of
Topps Dynasty is like
it's out of my it's like
Panini One, right? Is Topps Dynasty like Panini One? Yeah,
they have
one card.
I think you get like an
those I don't like. I don't like that. I'm trying to think of any Topps product I would like, but in terms of Panini, I like Prism. I like Select. I like the National. I love Immaculate. I think that's really, really nice stuff. Like and again, there is the I don't watch baseball thing, so maybe that's it. But I also don't watch basketball, and I'm perfectly happy watching some rips of Panini products. I find it kind of boring. Like, do they have Topps Gold Label anymore?
No, it was one of the ones I think they got rid of.
Right, that was the one I really liked. That was one of the football products I really liked. I don't know. I'm sure they'll come up with something. I'm sure they will. But right now,
I think they probably have it. You just haven't seen it.
Yeah. Well, show it to me, EP. Off camera. Send me some pics of some stuff.
All right.
Okay.
I will anxiously await to see what he sends you there. But
yes, me too.
I actually watched a Bowman Inception baseball rip, and I was telling EP how horrible the product was. Like, there out of 6 boxes, I think there were 3 that the foil, you get like 2 autographs and then a numbered card at the end, and the foil was peeling up off the bottom of the card. Like, notice, like you could grab it and peel it the rest of the way off. It was that bad out of a high-end product like that. So maybe they need to do a little better. But yeah, Joe, I kind of agree with you on that. I don't know. they do feel like they need to freshen things up a little bit.
Yeah.
Be out there.
I think I guess that's my point. Like, I'll probably buy Stadium Club football when it comes out, but like, I'm not like, oh shit, I can't wait. The only thing I'm like saying, oh shit, I can't wait is Topps Chrome. And again, that maybe that's just a nostalgia thing for me because I bought so much Topps Chrome back in the 90s.
But at the same time, I might be complaining if they're putting out a $5,000 a box product too. So
that's fair.
Just like all right. What's your next hot take?
Okay. I don't even think this one's that hot.
Okay.
I think Leaf, for the money, best product in the hobby. And it's not even close. It is not even close.
Wow.
Because, and I've been watching a lot of Leaf now, again, specifically football, because I don't know how much they do of, specifically basketball or specifically any other sports, but just watching the football product, you're talking $200 to $250 a box. And you're generally getting at least 50% of your money back in terms of value, which it's sad to say that feels like a massive win. But 50% of your value in most products nowadays is a stretch. And I think when you watch the Leaf openings, you're like, all of the cards in there have a few dollars in value, and they're really, really smart about, because again, it's 5 to 10 cards. So they know what's going in pretty much each box. Like if you get a crappy, I would just use as an example, the Pro Set Metal that just came out. If you get a crappy, big current day autograph, chances are you're getting a Joe Montana buyback. If you're getting a Dermani Dawson buyback, you might be getting a CJ Stroud auto. Like, I just think for the money, Leaf is the best product out there, bar none.
It's weird because I don't disagree with it, but I don't agree with it, but I also don't disagree with it. Like it is a good value, but it's not something that it's not a product that I would buy. So I think Topps is probably still the best value out there, just because I'm a set builder and that's the kind of product that I would buy more of. I'm not a big fan of the packs that only have five cards or whatever for $200. That's not usually what I buy, but I do agree with you that the cards are nice and it is good value.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of the crap in it that the other products have. Like they don't sell as much, so you get more good stuff out of that. The only problem I have is like the Leaf Metal Legends Wrestling. Like they have 8 gazillion different one-of-ones.
It's the same for football.
Like
so
everything, like that's pretty much their thing. Is like they're kind of tricking you a little bit, like, oh, I got this card out of 5. It's really not a big deal because they did 500 different versions out of 5 and 500 out of 3 and 500 out of 1. So, I mean,
that much different than Panini, though, to be fair.
Right. I mean, and Topps does a lot of one-on-ones now too. I mean, so
yeah, I mean, it's kind of
not as much.
It's a little different though because they don't have an expanded checklist like Topps and Panini does. So like like every Leaf Wrestling box, you're getting MJF and Hulk Hogan and The Rock and everything out of it. So but they're great cards. They do have a lot of fun stuff in them.
Hey, I made the joke a couple of podcasts ago where I'm like, you could trip and drop the entire box in your toilet and you'd still be better off than buying Panini because you spent $250, you got $0 in value. I feel like Panini, you're spending $1,000 and maybe getting $100 in value. I'm just saying, like, I know you guys are big Panini fans, but
I still don't know why you were carrying the box. To
I know
toilet,
that.
I don't want to know. Let's go. Let's move on.
Bonus hot take. I guarantee you, people rip cards in their bathroom. Guaranteed, they do.
Let us know in the comments.
Rip cards? No, our people aren't that.
In the bathroom.
But don't record it and send it to us, please.
No. Please,
just your words are fine. Words are fine.
All right. Hot take number 3. Autographs have ruined the hobby. Kind of ironic I'm saying that after Leaf is the best product in the hobby. Kind of ironic I'm saying that. Kind of ironic that I'm sitting.
I know that's what I'm looking
at. A bunch of autos. But I'll tell you what, I really do believe that autos in this hobby have made everything else worse because people don't care about the base cards. People aren't putting sets together. I say it all the time. You can't put the toothpaste back in the tube, and there's a lot of toothpaste coming out with how many autos, and it changes the way people collect, myself included. Like, I'm not looking for a regular Kenny Pickett auto or regular Kenny Pickett rookie. I'm looking for a Kenny Pickett auto, right? Like, it's changed how I collect because it's just so out there. There's just so many autographs out there. You can't get away from it. And EP and I have had this debate before about like bad autos are kind of a good thing because it makes the other autos seem more valuable, which is not a great way to look at it. Like, you should not just don't have as many autos, and you don't have to worry about having bad autos in the product to make the other autos feel more special. So I think Topps needs to kind of rein it in a little bit. But again, can you rein it in? It's out there. That's what people want. And that's how you get fake autos. That's how you get Anthony Richardson having his cousin sign autos. That's how you're getting all these sticker autos. That's how you're getting autos that someone should be watching someone do that autograph, but they're not, because they would have to get so many employees out there to watch autograph signings that I don't think they could do it. There's just too many autos in the product, and it's ruined it.
I think you're. I understand what you're saying, but I think you're directing your anger at the wrong party. Like, I don't think the autographs are the problem. The autographs are a great addition to our hobby, I believe. The problem is that the greedy people in charge of putting the autographs in the product are the real problem. Like, they're the ones who think, oh, if we just get more people to sign, we can put more autos in, we can charge more money, and that I think that's the worst way of it. That's the worst side of it, in my opinion.
I'm going to put the blame on the collector because I disagree with you, EP. I think it's the opposite. I think that the collectors want the hit. They would rather, Joe, get a crappy autograph, but have gotten an autograph than to not get one. In some kind of weird way, even though it's pretty much the same value-wise for them as not getting one, they got one, which means they could have gotten a better one. So in their head, it's not as bad as not getting one at all. Do you like? It's a really weird thing, but I think that's really the truth. Yeah. I opened up my box and I got my 2 autos, but they were crap. But they could have been great. So I'm going to go buy more because
so next time,
I get 2. Like, I know I'm going to get 2. If it didn't have it, like they collectors in the hobby have a really hard time differentiating between what they could get and how likely they are to get it. We've talked about this all the time, and it's, if you're getting 2 autos per box and they're crap, you're happier because you got autos, and the next spot you're going to get 2, and one of those could be great or both of them could be great. You don't really think that, no, it's like 1 in 1,000 boxes that has a great one in it. Whereas we could put nothing in the 999 and give you the one that has something great in it. It would still be great, still be worth the same, but you'd be mad because you didn't get the crappy autos that you're mad that you got, but you're still kind of happy that you got.
And that's why people are willing to pay $1,000 for a box of Prism right now, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And that was, Mike, a lot of what you said was a lot of the points that I was making during the whole Prism thing when they were only coming out with 1 auto. It was like, I watched so many rips of that where the autos were being projected to be worth like a total of like $30 for both autos. And it's like, but you're right, Mike. People are like, I got screwed out of a hit, and my auto probably would have been the 1 of 1 black, whatever. I missed out on that. And so, yeah, I think kind of how you're thinking about it is how I'm thinking about it. They put so much like emphasis on that hit that they don't care if it's a crap auto, because maybe the next time it could be a huge one. So, all right. Number 4, grading companies are dicks for not offering horizontal slabs or for grading booklets. The technology is out there, boys. You can make a case for anything. Yeah, me too. He's muting himself now to get himself prepared. All right. So I get it. A lot of people don't like horizontal slabs. I'll talk about these first. A lot of people don't like horizontal slabs because they're harder to store. I don't think anyone getting a horizontal slab would store them. I think they would be used for display purposes only. it's a shame. I think horizontal cards would look so much better with a horizontal slab with the label across the top instead. That's just me. Maybe I'm wrong here, but I know that HGA had tried to do horizontal slabs. I don't know how popular they ended up being, but I think they would look good for display. The booklets thing, to be fair, Beckett does grade booklets, but I think they use their comic book size slabs for them. So they are basically the size of, I don't know, a end table. So they're kind of ridiculous.
Who wants that?
Right. But I think booklets are, EP doesn't like them, but they are becoming more and more prevalent in the hobby. There are ways to display them. There are one touches for them. If there are one touches for them, you've got to think that a grading company could come up with a way to display them and to slab them and to grade them.
I have gone on the record saying that I hate booklets, but I don't I don't hate this take. You think about all the different options that we have out there as far as like storing cards and custom things out there. There's tons and tons of things out there as far as displaying cards, storing cards, protecting cards. They seem to make something for everything for all that stuff. Why aren't grading companies? That maybe that's like the next level for them is starting to offer something like this. So
I feel like they're missing out on potential money too, which is weird. How
because they could charge more if somebody was really interested, right? Like they could charge an extra fee for the fancier or the different slab, right?
I think horizontal slabs are dumb. I just think they're so dumb. I don't like the look of them. I don't like the size of them. They just look awkward to me. I don't like them. So there you go. That's all.
Okay, how about booklets though?
Okay, so but what do you do with the booklets that have like multiple openings, like 4 or 5, 10?
Just keep making the slab bigger, baby.
You make this big long slab, like.
Because here's the thing. At the end of the day, like I get your point with those. Most booklets are either like this or like this. I can't do my hands right. Like this. No, most booklets are like that, right? You like that? Most of them are like that. There are situations, Mike, like you said, where it's like 4 or 5 things. I think, I mean, there's no other way to display them. I don't like those type of booklets at all. But if they're out there, I'm kind of surprised companies haven't thought of a way to grade them, put them in slabs. And if I had one like that, I'd want it in a slab because, again, for those specifically, they don't make one touches for. They don't make top loaders for. So what are you supposed to do with them? Like either the companies should stop making those type, or there needs to be some innovation in either slabbing them or protecting them somehow. I don't know.
Okay, fair enough.
All right, last one. Nobody feels good after they've ripped open a box of cards in the ultra modern world. Nobody.
Nobody.
Unless you hit one of those $1,000+ cards, you feel gross and feel terrible after ripping a box of ultra modern cards. Maybe the exception could be non-sports, but for the most part, you're going to feel sick to your stomach after you rip open a box of cards. There it is. Your thoughts, EP? You've opened up boxes of cards recently.
Yeah. I mean, the asterisk on your take is if it's a Panini product or if it's Panini, because top stuff is a lot of top stuff is inexpensive, and
you get free
and I don't
puppies.
feel terrible. You get free puppies. So I've had no problem at all. I enjoyed opening the boxes of Bowman last year. Were probably the only ones because they were super expensive, but like
that was going to be my question to you because I knew you'd have this take. My follow-up is, if you didn't pull that Drew Jones, would you have been sick to your stomach after opening up those 3 boxes of Bowman?
Yes, Bowman was a terrible investment last year, but I opened up
that's
a
Panini,
case,
right? That was a
no.
Bowman?
But I did open up a whole case of Top Series 1 and a case of Top Series 2. I opened up 3 boxes of Topps Big League, and I had a blast opening all of those cards. So I opened 3 boxes of Finest. I had a blast opening up 3 boxes of Finest. So there, you can still have fun out there. You just can't buy Panini products or high-end top stuff.
Just don't buy expensive top stuff.
Or
right.
if you do, make sure you pull something good out of it. Like
yeah. Okay, all right. Yeah. Thanks, CP, for that little thought.
Wow, he's something.
He is something.
I disagree. I feel like people are just conditioned to like take the punch in the face and
Yeah.
say thank you, sir, may I have another. Like if that where we are. Like even when I rip stuff, like I go in with very low expectations. So I'm not disappointed and I'm not really I don't feel that way because
Not
like
all the time, Mike. I
well,
think
yeah.
there's a rip on the channel that we could talk about.
Hey, I lived through it, right? But I mean, yeah, for the most part, I think people just are used to it and just take it.
That's not a good way to be, though. That man,
No,
I mean, you're probably
I'm
right.
not saying they should be, but I feel like that's where we are. Like,
I-
if you're opening up a box of cards and you spent $500 for it, you should know that you're probably not going to get your money out of it. So enjoy doing it. Enjoy the fun, the thrill of hoping maybe you do, but don't feel badly about it because you knew damn well going into it what was going to happen. And if you feel badly, it's your own fault.
I mean, fair. But I bet you more people feel badly until the next box is in front of them, right?
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
Is that
right.
what you're
Well,
saying?
that'll be
Like,
the good one.
Yeah. So I agree with that. Disagreeing with me that yes, people are programmed to just sit there and take it, and maybe the next one will be the big one. But man, in that moment between, I guarantee you, they feel like, what am I going to tell my wife? Like that's like the just moment that.
Well, the
everything-
clear answer to
Yeah.
that is just
don't
like
tell
when
your
you're
wife.
sitting in the casino and you're down a couple $100. All you have to do is keep playing until you win,
couple
and
hundred.
then you're good, right?
Yeah, couple hundred.
Joe, your reaction was like, I don't think that's you did that. How many like that? The hobby just breeds that kind of reaction, but then everybody keeps buying stuff. Like you said, we're all conditioned.
Thank you, sir. May I have another?
Yep.
Pretty much the moral to the story. All right, Joe. Those were 5 good hot takes, and I think that was a pretty fun show. We'll see you
Couple
next
of weeks,
week.
we're gonna hear yours. Couple of weeks,
Yes,
Couple
boys.
weeks. Yeah, I have to formulate it in my old man brain, but
Leave your takes below. Everybody, leave your takes below.
yeah, leave your
Your
takes.
comment.
For sure.
All right, see you next week, guys.
See ya.
See you, boys.